and gentlemen, welcome back to Planet Tyro. I'm your host Donald Wonder, and you're back here with me to celebrate the year of Lupin in 2016. Thanks for checking us out, guys. If you were here last time, you probably saw the video where we talked about the Lupin TV special, Return the Treasure. It was a very interesting take to do something a little bit different with the plot, and if you missed that discussion, again, click on the YouTube card on the top right hand corner. It'll take you back to that video. But now we're moving on to 2004. Which is a TV special which has got a bit of a tongue twister name, so here I go. It's called Stolen Lupin, the copycat is a Midsummer's butterfly. And also it's got some other names, but let's just refer to it as Stolen Lupin from this point on. So the special starts like most of them do, with Lupin doing a heist. And when he's doing this heist, there's this young blonde girl that's actually trying to steal the thing he's after as well. They're going a little bit back and forth, but Lupin gets the upper hand and successfully gets to steal this little bit of treasure, this whole truckload of treasure. But then someone actually kidnaps him and the treasure, and Lupin soon finds out that actually not only have the bad guys got him, but they're actually holding Fujiko hostage. And they say, Lupin, if you don't do this job and steal this other item for me, Fujiko is gonna get her head blown up. So Lupin begrudgingly goes on this next heist to steal something because he has to save Fujiko, and he begrudgingly gets the help. Well, he gets the help of Goemon and Jigen, but he doesn't quite tell them the whole picture. And basically what this leads on to the bigger picture is that Lupin's got to steal this diamond that's attached to someone he used to work with in his past, and the blonde girl, and something to do with maybe a treasure Lupin's had all along. And it's not convoluted, but there's a lot going on in this movie, and I don't like to give spoilers. But first of all, let me tell you what I thought of this special. Now, starting from the beginning, the main thing I liked about the special was that this was one of the specials that paid attention to Lupin being a thief. From the beginning heist, from the heist he has to take off at the museum, is very intricate. You see him making the plans, and I really enjoyed that. That was one of the best parts of the special. You see Lupin planning to do the heist, which is awesome, and that's a big part of the movie. Actually, the plot with Fujiko being kidnapped, I didn't like it, and honestly, if you've watched enough Lupin specials, you know that there's some double dealings going on. So again, that was a bit predictable. Now, the thing that I guess is stand out different about is this girl, this blonde-haired girl, who is actually the daughter of someone Lupin used to work with, another thief called Kat or Cassandra or Catherine. And basically what ends up happening is Lupin's kind of protecting her, saving her from getting involved because her mother died. And then it kind of leads on to the bad guys thinking that Lupin has all this treasure. And overall, the thing with this plot is it had a lot of good things in it. Like, honestly, this could have been just about, I guess, Lupin trying to save Fujiko and then having to, actually, I thought it would have been a good plot if this young girl was trying to be like Lupin's adversary, because that's part of the name of the title, the copycat. She's trying to copy Lupin because she worked with his mother, and I thought that was a good plot twist. And then, again, when you find out about this bull's eye or this special treasure Lupin's trying to get, and when you find out the truth about that treasure itself, it's actually a good twist that the bad guys set up, but then the bad guys' motivations once again isn't very good. And apart from that twist of what the diamond actually is, or whatever the bullseye actually is, meh. To be honest with you, one of the things I like the most about the movie is that you get a little bit more into the character stuff. Again, you find out a little bit about Lupin's past, having another partner. But one of the things that I found very interesting about this movie is Lupin and Fujiko and their relationship. This explores one of the most annoying things about Lupin and Fujiko. Why the hell does Lupin keep on forgiving Fujiko? Every time, most movies, over half of the movies, she's betraying him, she just wants the treasure, so it was two-timing. And in this movie, I mean, there's a point where even the blonde girl stops like, why do you trust Fujiko? My mom was more trustworthy than Fujiko. And Lupin just goes, trust isn't everything, and I like to keep things lively and keep things alive. And it annoyed me, because, I finally got to understand that Lupin really puts up with Fujiko mostly just because he likes playing about. I mean, it suits his character, but it's, he shouldn't really act surprised when he's being tricked by her. But the truth of the matter is, again, this special enlightened me that Lupin knows that Fujiko's always betraying him, but he doesn't care. Does he really love Fujiko, or is he just in it for the thrill? And then by the end of the movie, it's one of those everybody might have known, or it was all a setup, or so. Honestly, I came away from this movie like in 3 phases. The first part, I liked it. The second part with the girl's plot, I thought, this is okay. Then the Fujiko and Lupin stuff, I was like, well, now I understand why Lupin and Fujiko have this back and forth relationship, but it's still, I don't like it, but whatever, you explain it to me. But then at the end with Lupin's Treasure Island and the bad guys fighting him on there, it kind of fell apart. I was like, what? This doesn't really make sense, and Lupin knew all the time. So honestly, I think this movie had too much going on. I would have preferred if it was just Lupin and this young girl trying to be Lupin's another Lupin associate, then her wanting revenge for her mother, but then the whole thing of Lupin's secret treasure or his town. I came away from the movie thinking, add to that, and I didn't even mention this, the animation is not good. It's watchable, you can watch animation, but the animation feels like we've gone back to 1995. And I hate it when they do this. You take 2 steps forward with the animation and 10 steps back. The Lupin animation through all the retrospective is up and down. Some movies are good, some movies are bad, some movies look like they were done 10 years ago, then they look like they were done by a movie studio. And I know they're TV specials, but again, this whole movie, I came away thinking, it was okay, but so much was going on, and I don't know. You know, the ending where it was like, it just reminded me of kind of that movie, Now You See Me, whatever. I don't know, man. I came away thinking it was okay, but the animation wasn't good. The story maybe was a bit over convoluted, and it kind of dragged out as well. This movie could have been an hour. You could have cut half an hour out of this movie and it would have been fine, but the extra padding made it even worse. So anyway, I'm going on and on about this. I would give this just an okay. Honestly, I would say kind of skip it unless you're a die-hard Lupin fan, because this does go into the Lupin and Fujiko thing a little bit and gives a little bit of explanation on Lupin's psyche a little bit, which is the best thing about this. Also, the token girl, she's kind of awesome. Some of the action scenes are awesome, but the animation is so dull. The colors are so dull. It looks like it was done 10 years ago. And honestly, when it was over, a lot of the things I liked about the movie, by the end of it, it kind of made me want to take it back. So I was kind of disappointed with this one. So looking at the feedback on the websites, the review sites, people thought it was okay, just like me, you know. So I guess I don't know what to say. I was a little bit disappointed with this one. It started off good and it just kind of degraded, and it just kind of, you know, veered off at the end, which is disappointing. But it wasn't god awful, just a bit disappointing overall. But that's my opinion, guys. What did you think of the movie? Leave a comment for me in the comment section down below. I love it when you guys share your thoughts with me down below, even though we don't agree. I love it. It's always great to hear you guys' perspectives. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching the video. If you like this video, if you like the retrospective, hit a like, give us a thumbs up on the YouTube channel. If you like the channel in general, why don't you subscribe to Planet Tyro? We do a lot of stuff here. If you look on the right, you can see the annotations to movies, TV shows, other anime, the podcast, what have you. And guys, I want to say thanks for checking us out on YouTube. Thanks for checking us out on iTunes, however you're listening to audio, video. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care. Peace out.